corporation house and we bought it. And it was lovely, 3-bedroom, nice big garden and everything. But then Dave got diagnosed about 4.5 years ago, so he was about 78, 77. And all of a sudden we realised we paid interest only, so we were going to have financially a bit difficult looking for somewhere else. We thought we'd need a flat, maybe. The children were very good, they came around to help us with everything. And then we realised we would have to move really from it, you know. And Mossley Hill helped us a lot. We went to see where we live now, which is Housing 21. And we thought it was going to be like a care home, and I thought, no way. And I walked in and it was entirely different. Beautiful it is. Staff are brilliant. 2-bedroom apartment. One wall is glass, we're looking out onto the garden, got a balcony. And I think once we got into it, it was a big thing for me more than stay, because they just needed somewhere to be home. I just felt after 50 years in our house, it was a big thing for us to move. But in all honesty, we've had such help and they've been brilliant, you know, so.
Just step back a moment and just say a little bit about why you were going to see Service Users Reference Form. We're doing some work with the City Council. It is a working group, it's an action group on housing options, and that's how you came to do
Oh yeah, that's it. They took us out for a, there was a whole gang of us from the Dementia group, and we went to see this, and 2 of us jokingly said, oh, we'll move in tomorrow. I thought, God, this is it was what we needed, a wet room and everything's flat, and I have a backpack, so I thought, oh great. Never dreaming like a few months later we would be offered a place like that, and it really has turned out to be really good.
Now, Brookside House, which is a Housing 21 scheme, is in the north part of the city, and you've always lived in the south part of the city. Did that matter to you?
First and foremost, I do drive, but the children all got cars, and in all honesty, they all just live literally around us in Allerton. So, you know, it hasn't been, because I think where we moved to and the people that we moved into, the staff that have really made it comfortable. And I think Dave got settled, and I think that was quite all right with it then.
And were things like safety and security, being able to manage, were they important in the new flat?
Very, because you've got bells and things, you just ring for anybody, emergency. So it did take, he was ill with it was a pneumonia, but you know, all of a sudden we had the help there. And it's not doctors, not just help that helped me to get the ambulance and things like that. So I think that made a big difference to it, you know. But I would never ever have thought of this place, didn't. Of course, I wouldn't have thought about it before Dave's diagnosis, but if we'd have found out at the beginning, that would have made a difference when we had post-diagnostic, you know.
Okay, so you lived in your previous house over 50 years.
Yeah.
Moving house is difficult. How did you decide what you were going to take and what you were going to leave?
I've got 3 children. My eldest son, who is 55, he is the best. He just comes and says, Mum, do you need this? No, no, yes, yes. And we realised how big the space was. And even our table we couldn't have, so they got another table and chairs for us, and we got it fitted out. And then all of a sudden you think, well, do I really need that? You know, we don't need all the stuff. And a lot of my stuff went to charities and things, so that was what was great. So it takes a bit of getting into. For me, probably more so. I just thought, oh, what's happening to my home? But all of a sudden, you look around and you picked all the things that are really important to you. And as long as Dave was there with me, I didn't care. So, no, it's fine.
And how did Dave settle down? Because we talk about people with dementia moving and how difficult it can be.
He thought we were there for the weekend at first, to be honest. But gradually just settled. Once we get into the flat, he's just absolutely fine. If we leave the children, they sometimes say, what are we going this way for? Should we just round the corner? And I say, no, we've moved. He does have, it's only yesterday, but he forgets. But once he's in the flat, he's just marvellous, and he still makes my coffee, which is wonderful. So, you know,
so you know that it's just diagnostic programs. It's a structured program over about 6 or 8 weeks. And I know you talk about making a will, passing power of attorney, sorting out finances. Did anybody give you the opportunity to talk about housing options and what you might need to think about?
No, it never came up, and I don't think we even thought that. That you don't realise what it's going to do, what it's going to be like. As much as you love the person, it's 24/7, so all of a sudden your life change in that way, looking after them. But didn't realise what it would involve. But I think if we'd have known sooner about this, then that would have made it a bit easier for me, probably. But other than that, no. The coping.
So when did Brookside House feel like home?
I've got to be honest, Boxing Day, we've always had the children on Boxing Day for dinner, all of them, the 3 children, the 6 grandchildren, so it's the 6, the partners. And because that's was always my day, and we did it all, and we sat down for a dinner, and they just all toasted us and said, welcome, Mum and Dad, this is wonderful. And I think, well, it was home, all of a sudden, everything was there. We played games, we did the normal things that we normally do, and it was just wonderful. So yeah, Boxing Day definitely. Thank you.